Hey guys, I like to share my thoughts on my just arrived DJI FPV system and what you might want and need to know before you're buying yours, and if you should do so. Here are now the first impressions of the DJI Quad, and we will take a look right after the intro. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My DJI FPV system finally arrived, and here it is. I ordered the Fly More package with the additional 2 batteries and the charging bank for all 3 batteries, which is setting you back another additional $300 over the $1,300 you are paying for the combo. But I really would advise that, since the flight time advertised with 20 minutes is the absolute maximum in N mode and not what your use case might be when you really want to use this drone as intended in acro or in sports mode. And this is maybe the first important thing to realize, that this is not a full package deal which you can enjoy if you just have one battery. And buying the batteries separately, DJI wants $150 for them, so you don't have a charging bank then. So it just makes sense if you buy the Fly More combo, getting 2 more intelligent flight batteries that you really can use that drone and go out and fly. And that is number 1. Number 2 is it gives you a lot of carefree charging solutions. You plug everything in, you don't need to worry about storage voltage if you don't use it for a few days, and how to charge a battery. That is also really nice. But number 2 would be you're spending now already basically $1,600, and at that price DJI is giving you a pretty good deal for a care plan. If you take a 1-year care plan, you get 2 full replacements when you crash the drone and destroy it, and you will get a new one or a refurbished one which is like a new one, and that costs you $200. And it is really advisable to take at least the 1-year plan. There's a 2-year care plan where you get 3 replacements, so basically you can destroy your Mavic. No, not Mavic. Your DJI FPV system 3 times and DJI will replace it. But at least go for the 1-year plan. That would be the strong recommendation, since repairing this is expensive, and it is more of a headache, even I would say, than repairing a normal FPV quad you were building yourself, since you have the skills when you build it yourself. Repairing the DJI system, it might be a bit more challenging, especially for people who bought it to just open the box and fly, who don't want to build a drone. So with that skill level, repairing the DJI drone yourself would be maybe even not possible. Here I'm holding it to my 5-inch shocker frame build from Catalyst Machine Works, and it shows that basically the DJI FPV is a 5-inch build. It's a bit more stretched, a bit wider, but the propeller blades are exactly the same size, like from the 5-inch FPV shocker frame here I'm putting on. So basically similar dimensions. The next, number 3 point I like to really stress is that the charging setup is great. With one charging brick you can connect all your batteries from the controller, the drone and the goggles, and you charge everything in one. You don't need to worry about storage voltage and what to do with the batteries. They charge up and maintain themselves, and that is a very strong convenient point you get with the DJI FPV. You get 2 canopies, like covers for that DJI FPV drone, and one is coming in a very interesting green color, which I personally didn't like at all. So I used it and just did my own design a little bit, give it some camouflage, blacked it out first to cover up all the green that is not bleeding through. And since I like to build models and build my own drones, I had to build something here, and the only thing I could do basically was changing the design by using that green shell and giving it some battleship gray kind of camouflage look. So this is now the setup. Everything done. The first impression of the quality is great. It is as great as it gets with a consumer drone off the shelf. There are no high-end materials in here like carbon fiber making it more rigid or more robust when you're crashing it. That's not the case. There are electronic and software functions built in, like a pause function that it's recovering in midair to protect it from not crashing, but when it crashes, it's done. So that is important to keep in mind. Talking of crashing, it is really important to get the props on in the right way. Since they're color-coded, you might think it's impossible to get them on in the wrong way, but people manage to get them on in the wrong way. It helps to think of the propeller blades of the props like wings. And when you look at the individual blade parts, like the wings itself, you can see that how they have to fly through the air. For the FPV system from DJI, the front props spinning outwards to push eventual objects you might crash into away, so that you have a chance to recover easier. Not that they're grabbing stuff when they would spin inwards. Not all drones are spinning outwards on the front props, the flight characteristics slightly change. But doing that visual check that the props are on and spinning the right way, how the motors are spinning that propeller blade, helps you to make the logical check that that is the right way how you put your props on, and then you are safe to go. Because insta-flips on throttle up are quite common and they can do a lot of damage, especially to the DJI system, since one important thing is missing, and that is a kill switch. You can stop the props, but you have to double tap a button, and that takes too long, so most damage is done in the first half second basically. So here we are, prepared for the first flight, which will come in the next video. And as always guys, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content to come. Have a great rest of the day, stay safe, and see you in the next one.